Are you thinking of moving to Charlotte? There's certainly a lot of really awesome things to do and to see in this city. But before you decide to make the move here, tune into this video so you can learn all that Charlotte has to offer. Whether you're moving here from New York, California, or Florida, just to name a few of the most popular places that our buyers move to Charlotte from, you're gonna wanna make sure you know all the local spots and local secrets.
The first local secret here in Charlotte is the Duke Mansion. This is a very historic event venue. It has lots of gardens and all kinds of really cool history to it. It's one of those places that you absolutely have to visit when you come to Charlotte. And it's a really pretty venue for all kinds of events. It's one of the places that if you get invited there, you absolutely have to go. They also do have hotel rooms, so keep it on your short list if you're just visiting Charlotte for a night or two. Charlotte has a lot of places that are similar to this spread throughout the city, but I'll tell you what, Duke Mansion is by far one of the coolest, and it's situated in one of the best neighborhoods in all of Charlotte. The next secret is the Noda Murals. The North Davidson neighborhood is a very cool, artsy neighborhood. It's also really close to Uptown Charlotte. They have a lot of murals all over the neighborhood, and it's really fun just to explore and maybe have a couple beers and walk around North Davidson or Noda and take a look at the neighborhood and find these different murals. And a little insider tip, if you are into murals, there's an artist that did a famous mural in Noda, and her most popular one is actually in South End, and it's called the Confetti Heart Wall. So if you find her mural in Noda, you definitely will want to make sure you go to the Confetti Heart Wall as well in South End, because that has actually been named the most Instagrammable place in Charlotte. A third local secret, and one of my personal favorites, is a speakeasy called Dot Dot Dot. This is a cocktail lounge in the back of Park Road Shopping Center. They are one of the pioneers of the cocktail lounge scene here in Charlotte. They've been around for about 5+ years, and they win awards all the time for being one of the top cocktail lounges in the city and one of the top cocktail lounges in the Southeast. You can go there for dinner, you can go there for a drink, you can go there for a lot of drinks. Just make sure you don't drive home if you do that. They do have a dress code, and you will likely need to make a reservation, but they have a really cool ambiance inside. And if you're lucky enough to sit at the bar and talk to the owner, you will have one of the most fun nights of your life while you're visiting Charlotte and enjoying time at Dot Dot Dot. My name is Andy Griesinger. My team and I get calls, texts, emails, and DMs from people like you every day who are looking to move here. So if you're looking to make a move next week, next month, or next year, we would love to help you. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send an email to make your dreams of living in Charlotte a reality. And if this is your first time here and you want to know everything about living in Charlotte, then subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market updates in Charlotte, North Carolina. Back to our local secrets. The next one, the McGill Rose Garden. This one's not as well known, but it's super cool rose garden in Belmont, which is right near Uptown. It's a fun place for you to go walk around and just smell the roses or look at all the beautiful scenery that they have. They do events there sometimes, which are really fun to attend. If you can go to an event there as well, you absolutely should. Maybe you're just exploring Noda and think that this would be a fun place to stop by while you're touring around looking at murals. I would absolutely recommend it. Another really cool local secret is the coffee shop called Not Just Coffee. They have a lot of locations all over the city, and they have amazing coffee. And the vibe and everyone who works in those coffee shops is so cool, so laid back, that it's such a fun experience, and it doesn't suck that their coffee is phenomenal. So there's lots of different locations for that, and you can't go wrong going there. Before we continue, I want to give you all a warm welcome to the Living in Charlotte channel. We're here with the top relocation team in Charlotte, and we give the best videos about moving to Charlotte. So make sure to take notes and don't be afraid to pause this video as you go. Next up though, if you're a fan of chicken wings, you absolutely have to check out Moosehead Grill. This is a dive bar in the Montford area. They are known for their wings. They're arguably the best wings in the city. And it's got a really cool dive bar kind of feel, which we don't have a lot of. It's a great place to go watch some sporting events and have some wings, or maybe you just want some wings to go. You cannot go wrong with Moosehead Grill. If you're into running, biking, or just long walks with your dog, you need to go check out the rail trail. The rail trail goes through a lot of South End and takes you all the way up towards Uptown Charlotte. It is a very cool trail that borders the light rail and has a lot of awesome restaurants, bars, and breweries along the trail itself. So if you want to go out for a nice stroll on a beautiful afternoon, the rail trail is absolutely a good place to go. Or maybe you just want to hop around some different breweries on a Saturday afternoon. Chances are, if you go over to the rail trail, you're going to find all of the breweries that you could need for that afternoon. Maybe you're into Victorian homes and hidden gardens. 4th Ward in Uptown Charlotte is definitely the place for you to check out. It is so cool because it doesn't even feel like you're in the middle of a huge metropolitan city. It feels like an old traditional neighborhood. It feels like a really cool, charming place just to walk around or to live. A lot of people are drawn to living in 4th Ward because of the charm of it and because of the amazing access and accessibility that you have because you're living in Uptown Charlotte. And speaking of 4th Ward, one of my favorite restaurants in Charlotte is a staple called Alexander Michael's. Situated in 4th Ward, they have really cool atmosphere in there. It's super laid back and it's one of those places that everyone in Charlotte has been to. And if they haven't, I don't know what they're waiting for. The next local secret is the Daniel Stowe Botanical Garden. This is in Belmont, which is about 30 minutes west of Charlotte and has all kinds of beautiful floral arrangements and an amazing conservatory. It's very close to one of the lakes. So there's a lot going on there again if you are into being outside and just walking around and enjoying beautiful scenery. And you may have noticed that this garden and the McGill Rose Garden are both in Belmont. Fun fact about Charlotte, we have 2 neighborhoods named Belmont. One is right outside of Uptown and one that's about 30 minutes west of Uptown Charlotte. Because of how spread out this city is, we've noticed that one thing that a lot of our buyers reach out about is that they want a specific house in a specific neighborhood that they've heard about. Many times, their dream home isn't available, but myself and my team take drastic measures to make those dreams come true. After so many of these requests, I personally invested in one of the most high-tech artificial intelligence tools to fulfill your needs. It finds houses based on your search criteria, the needs and wants that you have, and it matches specific homeowners who may be willing to sell their homes. If it's the perfect house for you, do you have to buy it? No. This is just one tool that sets our team apart from everyone else in Charlotte. And we're happy to explain more about this tool when you give us a call. Maybe you're into a different kind of scenery and like watching planes take off and land. The Charlotte Douglas International Airport actually has a new overlook. People who are aviation enthusiasts or just into the idea of relaxing outside and watching planes take off and land, it's a really cool place to go. And rumor has it that they just recently did a huge overhaul on the airport overlook. So definitely be sure to check that out on a nice day.
Another great local secret is Freedom Park. Freedom Park is situated in the Myers Park neighborhood, which is one of the most prestigious, most sought after neighborhoods outside of Uptown Charlotte. So there's a lot of ways that you can access Freedom Park from all over the Myers Park neighborhood. And it is one of the most popular places that you will see everyone on a beautiful weekend day.
Another fun place you could go on a nice weekend day is Latta Arcade. This is a historic building in Uptown and has lots of shops, coffee shops, and restaurants. If you want to go to a sports bar and watch a soccer game for the World Cup or watch your favorite football team, you can go to Latta Arcade and there will be numerous options with really cool, different atmospheres that are offered to be able to have a beer and watch the game. Maybe you just want to go to a nice dinner. There are a couple really nice restaurants situated in Latta Arcade. Or maybe you just need a cup of coffee on your way into work and you work across the street from there. It's a phenomenal place to stop by in the mornings. Next up is Ed's Tavern.
So this is one of the most popular places where you're gonna find locals watching March Madness games, the Masters, or Carolina Panthers games on a nice Sunday.
Lastly, our 15th secret is Camp North End. And this is a revitalized area that has had a lot of growth in the last few years. They have studios, food stalls, and actually some of the most famous restaurants in Charlotte and some of the best chefs are located in Camp North End. There's all kinds of cool stuff going on there and it's less than 5 years old. This is an area that has absolutely exploded over the last few years. And whether you're looking for a fun place to go eat or shop or maybe meet some local business owners, you can do everything you want in Camp North End and you will not be disappointed. Did we scare you off? No? Good. because one of the reasons why we are the #1 relocation team in Charlotte, North Carolina is that we love it when people reach out to us. We make a full plan for your visit to make it as effective and efficient as possible so you can see for yourself if this city is right for you. And I think it might be. So what we'll do is we'll schedule a call with you, hop on Zoom, and pull up a map so we can go over all of the areas that may suit your needs, down to the specific neighborhoods and streets that may work, while crossing off the list areas that simply won't be a fit based on your needs. Our contact information is in the description below, so be sure to copy that down. Get our email and our phone number so you can text or email us to schedule that call. That way, we can all hop on Zoom and develop a plan for you. These are the little things that I knew nothing about before moving to Charlotte 10 years ago, and that you likely wouldn't have known about either. We'll also explain what to expect with the cost of living in Charlotte and how it may differ from your current home city. Now, speaking of cost of living, go check out that video we put together for some great insight. So if you're ready to explore everything that Charlotte has to offer, be sure to check out our other videos and drop a comment on this video regarding any questions you may have about this list. We're always sharing new tips about Charlotte and our real estate market, and we would love to help you find the perfect home in this amazing city. If I didn't scare you away with this list, what are you waiting for? Let's start your Charlotte adventure today.